So, so like introduce my co-founder, my friend Tanmay Awate from ICT. So he is our co-founder at Academic Odyssey. Hello, hello. So how are you, Mr. Tanmay?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So firstly, please introduce yourself.
So, hello everyone. I'm Tanmay Awate. I'm living in Ishwarpur or Islampur from Sangli district. And currently, I'm pursuing my first year in Institute of Chemical Technology for Chemical Engineering, Bachelor of Chemical Engineering. And uh, how are you?
I'm good. Absolutely fine. So let's start. Which all exams you have given till now from in the past 2 years?
The past 2 years, I have given CE Mains, CE Advanced, CET, and BITSET. These four exams I have given.
Can you please tell me the scores from starting from J mains?
So in JEE Mains, I have got 97.86 percentile. In CET, I have got 99.47 percentile. And I have cracked the advanced exam with 19,009.
Uh, so how was your first attempt? Like it was tough, it was medium, like how it was.
First attempt, I would say it was easy, but I made a lot of silly mistakes, so I uh, ended up scoring little bit less because I was aiming for 99%. But first attempt was a bit easy because for me the easy shift came, so it was easy. And talking about the second attempt was a bit hard because it was a morning session and the paper was also hard, the shift was hard. And in the second attempt, I scored exactly 96.
So which was your favorite subject?
The favorite subject of mine was chemistry because I loved chemistry from childhood. And that was the easiest subject among the three because maths was a little bit tougher for me. And physics was moderate. So I would say chemistry was easy.
Okay, so you chose chemical institutes, I think, right? If I give you an example of chemistry from anywhere, like you you able to solve it now.
I will be able to solve it, but now I have not done revision, and from past 1 year, I have not touched the 12th standard chemistry. Will be will be a challenge, but I will manage it because we have done a
Okay,
lot
so,
of reading. So
Mhm. So which was your favorite, like the organic, inorganic, or the physical?
my most favorite was organic chemistry because I love all those reactions and the enzymes and all that. Because organic chemistry was that we can learn in the depth. We can solve a lot of questions, many mechanisms were there and real life applications were there. Physical chemistry was just rote study. We have to remember the formulas and inorganic also same facts and also actual idea that in organic chemistry we have to use drawings.
Can you share your experience of preparing for IIT J exam? What motivated you to pursue this path?
What motivated me? So in sixth standard, brother showed me the video of IIT Guwahati, and from that day onwards, I decided that I will do the JEE Mains and JEE Advanced exam and go into IIT because the college that IIT Guwahati was, I love that college, the nature, the surrounding, the environment, and all that. So I decided that if I will go into the college, then probably will be the IIT. So from that onwards, I started the journey. And after 10, I joined I came to Kolhapur, I joined Noida, and 11, 12, I prepared for that. And the journey was, I would say, adventurous journey with various ups and downs. There were bad days, there were good days, there were happy days, and sad days. It was a journey, and these 2 years were most uh, crucial 2 years and most important 2 years for me. It were the golden days for me because I also enjoyed a lot with my friends, with my families, and all that.
So other than studying, what were your extracurricular activities?
My extracurricular activities were playing badminton then playing PC games, and sometimes even drawing also. It was very good at it. So these were
Uh,
main three. uh, that were it.
what were some biggest challenges you faced during the preparation and how did you overcome it?
The biggest challenge was to stay motivated throughout the 2 years because there were lots of downs and bad days, bad results. To come through that and do your best is very important. And the challenges were a lot. Family pressure because family has a lot of expectation from me, my father and mother. They were constantly telling me that you have to get into IIT, you do college and all. So that was a pressure. Also peer pressure was also there. And I've done so much hard work. So to justify it, I have to score a good score and end up in good college. So that was also a big challenge for me. So I accepted all that, perform is the best I can do.
तो फिर मुझे यहाँ पे एक बोलना है कि अगर पेरेंट्स का प्रेशर होता है तो फिर क्या स्टूडेंट अच्छा परफॉर्म कर सकता है या लाइक हाउ इट बिकम्स टू फॉर अ स्टूडेंट टू फेस इट?
स्टूडेंट अच्छा भी परफॉर्म कर सकता है और बुरा भी परफॉर्म कर सकता है मीन्स it is a two-sided knife because while if you can handle pressure well, then you will perform well. If you can't handle pressure well enough, then you won't be able to perform because in on the exam day, if you are there is fear in your mind that if I scored less, then my parents and all, my mother and father will get upset and all, then you won't be able to score good enough in exam. But if you have mindset that I will make my parents proud and I will perform my best, then you will be able to score very good in your final exams rather than just taking all the pressure and not delivering it up to the mark. For me, the pressure was a positive side because it kept me pushing harder and harder and motivated me throughout the 2 years. But for somebody, it may not be the case. So I will say,
So I want to ask you one. As you said, you got Chemical Institute of Technology, right? But if you can get a chemical branch in NIT, you got right. You said once.
yes, yes, yes.
So why you chose ICT over NIT?
Look, now NIT, I've got NIT Surat, which is not it's top five NITs. In NRF ranking, it's coming, it's above 50 or something like that. But ICT is especially for chemical engineering. It's Institute of Chemical Technology means it has expertise in chemical technology and all the chemical branches. It does not have any other branch. It's only focused on chemical engineering. And that's the after IIT means it is of IIT Mumbai. So I might say that for research and all that, ICTs are more better than NITs and IIT. And the faculties or the overall experience, the core companies which come for placement, all means are in the favor of ICT, and it's the best chemical engineering college in India. And if you're getting IIT Bombay chemical or ICT chemical, it's almost the same. But if you want to discover more branches and all the environment, then you select IIT because it has the brand name. But ICT is quite like an underdog, but it is the best college. And NIT means CLO. NIT is the lowest branch in NIT are the mechanical, civil, also chemical. So to be in the lowest branch of any college is far more better than the best branch in the best college of that college. So in ICT, the best branch is chemical, and you get पहचान मिलती है उसी से मतलब ICT से अगर तुम हो तो chemical engineering. And in foreign countries also it has the brand. ICT has the bigger brand.
हम्म। फिर एक फनी क्वेश्चन है कि अभी थोड़े लाइक कॉलेजेस में अगर तुम मैकेनिकल ब्रांच में हो तो फिर तुम्हें मिस्त्री बुलाते हैं, अगर तुम इलेक्ट्रिकल ब्रांच में हो तो फिर तुम्हें वायरमैन बुलाते हैं, अगर तुम कंप्यूटर साइंस में हो तो तुम्हें डोंकी बुलाते हैं, ये अलग बात है। तो फिर तुम्हें क्या बुलाते हैं, लाइक केमिकल्स वालों को क्या बुलाते हैं?
नहीं नहीं, हमारे कॉलेज में तो हमारा बहुत इज्जत है। केमिकल कॉलेज में, आईसीटी में तो केमिकल इंजीनियरिंग मतलब वो आईआईटी या जैसे सीएस होता है आईआईटी में, वैसा आईसीटी में केमिकल। You are the
हम्म।
chemical engineering or ICT, then you are the best because you have scored that much marks to get into a chemical branch. And because all the other branches are, means the cutoff are quite low, so the students are not that smart, like chemical branch people. So if you don't have any funny thoughts, in fact, we have a lot of respect in our college for chemical engineering. All our calling us like God, proper and all.
What study techniques or resources did you find the most effective in preparing for the exam?
So the most effective study technique and resources is YouTube because it's the best tool for nowadays the access. Would say that YouTube is the best academy for, or you can learn on YouTube more than in the coaching, because YouTube has all the videos, all the YouTube channels, and all the resources that you will get. Full length lectures, brilliant lecture, then revision series, question banks, tests, etc. All are free of cost on YouTube. And the study technique or best tool is the marks app, which I use. It is best for the solving PYQs and various questions and question banks of all type of exams, even in the around CET, etc. And it has also the test series, which is I think it's quite good. The tests are very good in the master. Also, there are a lot of YouTube channels which I use. Sun Academy, then after Academy for physics revision. For chemistry, I have done myself. It's around certain. Study technique is first I uh, in the coaching class, sir will teach the chapter, and after going, I will revise it and see YouTube video on that to have a better understanding. After the chapter is completed, I would solve the previous questions of that chapter. And after all that, solving previous question from 2000 to up till the latest. So we will get to quite bit of understanding of the chapter and strong base of the chapter. And after that, I would give a small test on the chapter. So after that, the chapter is perfect for me. And after 1 week or 2 weeks, I will revise the chapter. This is the study technique I use for 2 years.
As you mentioned, the like mock test. So is it important to give mock test before the exam, like the final exam, or it
Yes, yes.
demotivates you?
No, no. The mock test is the best part because you should or you must give the mock test way before the exam starts. Means like if you have your first attempt of January, first attempt of JEE in January, then you should start giving the mock test from November end or December first week itself. Because the more number of mock tests you will do, the more confidence or the more realistic scores you will expect, and you will understand that in what areas you are good at, in what areas you are not so good at. So you can improve on that areas because directly giving the final exam, it's risky because at that time you can't change anything. If you are missed a concept or missed a chapter or your weak at a chapter, you can't do anything because it's the final year. But if you give the mock test way before the final exam, like mock test and all that, and more number of mock tests you should do. So the frequency should be tracking at the start. We should give two mock tests a week. And after, when the exam comes near, alternate dates. We have today mock test, then tomorrow I will do revision, and then tomorrow. So these two should be the ideal tactic which worked for me. And after the mock test, you should thoroughly analyze the paper. Means in which areas you are weak, in which your area you are strong, because you will get the realistic understanding after giving the mock test one. And don't be motivated by the score because you can improve on that. If you are giving a month ago, that means 1 month ago you are giving a mock test from the final exam, then you can improve the score drastically or gradually till your final exam comes. So it is very important to give mock test, and you can always improve on that. But if you given the directly on the final exam paper and you score less, then you can't change anything. You can't your score, you can't do anything. You have to depend on the second attempt. It's quite hard because the competition is too high. So giving mock test is the argument.
So analyzing the papers, it might help, but how frequently analyzing the papers might help? Like if you are giving a mock test at the morning and at the evening, there are two mock tests, and there might be the level of questions the same. But what can the mismatch, or can you match the questions? Like how can you analyze them?
See, if the questions are same, then nothing it can be easy. But you have to analyze each and every. You are given the test, and by not analyzing it, you are giving the test data. Next, you come out of that. It's foolish because you have to analyze, and because for analyzing only you will get to know which area you are weak. So in that areas, we will revise and do invest more time. And if that question repeats in the next exam, then you can attempt that and you can score in it rather than not analyzing and again the same question you are not solving it is I think not good. So analyzing thoroughly analyzing is perfect for each and every section. It is maths. You should separately analyze each and every question. First of all, if the answers are correct, then you don't have to analyze that because that answer means you have the knowledge. If the answers are wrong, then see the solution. You are understanding the solution quite good. Then there is no need to further analysis. But if you are not understanding the solution, then the basic concept of that question is weak. So you have to go back to the chapter and revise all those concepts and formula. And after that, if you are getting the solution, then it's perfect. And the third type of question is not attempting the question. So why you have not attempted a question? So there will be two answers: time crunch, and also you have not you don't have the knowledge of that question. So if the time crunch is there and after the exam you are able to solve the question, then it will be okay. And if the question is not clear to you, go back to the chapter, revise those concepts, or learn or invest more time in it, and solve it. That is that's how you can invest it.
Okay. So looking back, is there anything you would have done differently in your preparation for the exam?
Yes, looking back, I can say I regret that I started preparing for the advanced quite late. That was my first experience, which I would do in my 11th itself. Means from the first day of first second month of 11th standard, I would have started to solve all those advanced questions and high level questions rather than just solving easy gaming questions, CT questions. So that I would have done bit differently, and also the channels which I mentioned by looking at those channels lectures from 11th standard itself because I started that. I realized that there were so many good channels in my 12th standard. So if somebody had given me all those channels and books and etc. in my 11th standard history, then I would have scored far more better in this result, specifically of JE Advanced. Also, solving more and more theory to the JE Advanced and giving the mock test of JE Advanced from 11th itself. I have given my mock test of the A1s from after the first attempt of the emails. But after the first attempt of the emails, you have your boards, then you have to invest time in it. Because if you not end up scoring more than 75%, then there's no use of this all those hard work and all you have done in 2 years. Because to get in any good college, you have to score more than 70%. So I have invested that time in the boards. So 1 month of boards went by. Then comes the March, April, the second attempt of the events. And after the second attempt, you don't have enough time because the exams are continuously going and going. The second attempt of the evenings, you have your CET, then PSAT, and immediate to the advance. So preparing from first time is from 11th, I would have done 15.
Managing your time can play a important role in this. What's your opinion?
Yes, yes, yes. You have to manage your time. You have to make your ideal timetable, a schedule of your day, every day or of the week or of a month. Because I would prefer a day because if you're getting up early in the morning, then you should take your diary and note down all those things that you are doing today and also mention the specific time, means how much time you will invest in that, means or you will go on a lecture for 3 hours, test for 2 hours, etc. All those. Because specifically mentioning the times improves your productivity and also your discipline. Because simply writing that I will solve KYQ, I will solve mock paper, will uh, see the lectures, it will not work because you have to specify the exact time and how much important is the task you are doing. The more you time you should give, the easier the task, that's the time it means. The time is very, very important because if you waste time like not studying, hanging out with your friends in 11th standard, etc., then you will not be able to score very good enough. So that's managing time is very important.
Uh, were there any superstitions or quirky rituals you followed on the day of exam for the good luck?
Most police superstition was that wearing the same dress in all the exams I have given. Means you know that I was wearing only one dress, Iron Man, because I'm a big fan of Iron Man, Tony Stark. And means I don't believe in superstition. I have done in all my exams. I have wear the same dress. But the funny part is that the final day of exam, I didn't wear it. I wear some another dress. That was the one superstition wearing the same dress.
Was there any funny moment while entering in the J exam hall?
Was the room itself. The room was it was tragic. Fan was not working, and it was on second attempt. It was for April. In first attempt, it was okay, but I had the afternoon shift. So you should means always give your exams in the worst case scenarios because the room was not okay. My means the boy was sitting, boy who sat beside me was funny. He was asking me questions that I wouldn't be prepared. So what subjects you are strong at? Can you show me and all this? That was the funny part. And I waited 1 hour for the exam. 1 hour before I went, that was quite boring. For the 1 hour, it's like 10 hours in the exam room.
Yeah, मेरे साथ भी एक ऐसा ही किस्सा हुआ था. Like I went and he like वो मशीन से चेक करते हैं ना, बॉम्ब होता है वो वाला मशीन. So he put in the middle of my legs and it was so awkward. I just shut my eyes.
Yes.
So, yeah. So like you are sitting beside a student in the exam hall. तो फिर तुमने उसको ऐसा ट्राई किया क्या उसको like डिमोटिवेट करना, like मुझे मुझे तो like 199% आई थी like last time तुम्हें कितना आया था?
In CET exam, I have tried it because in the first attempt of the means I was fully focused on the exam. In the CET exam, I tried it. Means I scored very well in the means and all that. 97% that and all that. He was very impressed. And the worst part was that all means, all time he was looking at my screen. And means, I have confidence that he would have scored means, good enough because he was talking global paper of mine. And at the end of it, he was quite demotivated.
like ऐसा होता है कि कभी-कभी like I also say face same like तुम अगर सीट एग्जाम में बैठे हो तो फिर साइड साइड वाला भी तुम्हारी स्क्रीन में आसानी से झांक सकता है like they should have do some
Yes,
things
yes,
for that like बहुत
yes,
सारे माल प्रैक्टिसेस हो सकते हैं उधर.
yeah. But it depends on the center you're because in metropolitan cities, all the centers are available. All the centers have protection between the two disease. In our area, it's,
Were there any funny incidents or inside joke among the study group or classmate during the preparation period?
hmm, sit around
I only did.
uh, during the lecture.
Shirt
That was the
निकालना.
most, yes, that was the most funny incident. Because
Yes.
after that, you have seen the angry, the most angry part of the sir ever.
I think सर को जितना खुश जितना मैंने किया उतना गुस्सा भी मैंने ही दिलाया लगता है.
Ah, वो बहुत बार हो गए.
तो हाँ like I will ask you like तुम्हारा और सर का बॉन्डिंग कैसा होता है like तुम्हारे इंस्टीट्यूट्स में?
Bonding of my and my sir was very good because every week or every alternate week I used to talk to him for regular update about my preparation on that and constantly texting him about WhatsApp about his course, about the concepts or revisions that I have done today, etc. So it helps you because having uh, good bond with your teacher develops a positivity in yourself and develops a confidence in yourself that sir is with me and you end up scoring good because if you score less in any exam then you can call sir and discuss what went wrong and they will give you positive vibe positivity and give you confidence that you can score very well in the next exam. So the bonding helps very well and it is very important during those 4 years because you are alone. No one is with you. Your family members, friends are there, but if you are preparing in 12th standard, then you are all alone. So in those times, talking with your sir relaxes you, and there is a positivity in your mindset. That's to relax your mindset. That is very important because having hectic mindset is not very good.
So here are the rapid fire questions. Okay. So first, favorite subject to study for IIT?
Chemistry.
Okay, chemistry. Early rise or night owl during exam session?
Earlier as
Coffee or tea to fuel those late night study sessions?
coffee.
One word to describe your emotion on the day of exam.
Nervous.
Okay. Favorite snack to munch on while studying? Okay, vada pav.
Tapao, chocolate.
The saviors. क्या भाई दो दो वड़ा पाव खाते थे नीचे और फिर ऊपर जाके मम्मी की
Ah,
कॉफी पीते थे दो दो.
two vada pav. Two vada pav, two coffee. That's the मूल मंत्र for success.
यस 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 लाइक कभी कभी हमारे संडे का लेट नाइट डिनर होता था ना.
Yes, yes. You can go.
In both like next question, maths or physics, which one gave you more trouble? Group study or solo study sessions?
So,
Group study तो अभी किया है नहीं, वो गाना लगे. By the way, let me tell you, we both are from the same institute, so we know each other very well. We were same roommates, so we were
yes.
like chandi buddies. The best piece of advice you received during your preparation.
Most piece of advice would be believing yourself and having confidence in yourself in the last day you complete your projects.
Uh, Weird place you ever find yourself studying.
Yes. Nothing. For me, it was, yes. Uh, yes, yes, wait. Studying with juniors, studying with girls.
Same.
That was kind of weird, yes. If you
Yes,
are talking, then it is weird.
it was too disturbing, right?
Yes, yes, especially girls. Yes. Okay.
Sorry if you're watching this. I'm not in this. Sorry, sorry. I know I will be inviting you guys, but I'm not in this. He said it. अरे वो कैसे बोल सकते हैं टॉयलेट के बाहर बैठ के चाय पीना कॉफी पीना not in front but like 10 feet away from it but the door was facing us.
Yes, yes.
Most memorable day like वो 2 साल में कौन सा memorable day हो
Result of JEE means first attempt and result of CET.
like वो दोनों जाने दो like मेरा एक अच्छा memorable day like इंडिया जब पाकिस्तान से जीती थी और हम नाच रहे थे
Yes, yes,
वो
that,
वाला
that.
एक बहुत एक
Yes.
सर ने दिवाली पार्टी थ्रो की थी हमारे लिए.
Yes. Memorable days is we have lot of memorable days. The birthday
Hmm.
party, India versus Pakistan, then the first DJ night, the
Yes, yes,
Holi
yes.
party.
The Holi party was best. We went to five
Holi
square as
Holi
well.
party was best. Yes.
We were there from 10 to 4.
Yes.
Like पूरा पैसा वसूल लिया है हमने सर का वैसा
Yes,
लगा.
yes, yes. At the end.
और favorite way to celebrate after the exam. तुम्हारा रिजल्ट आ गया है और तुम्हें like बहुत ही crazy marks मिले. Like how would you celebrate it? Like you don't celebrate anything I know. Then also.
Uh, Means scoring very good in the mock test. After that, I would play PC games. That was the most satisfying for me. And after the exam means
Like the
watching
final exam.
movies.
Like you have got
Final
your
exam
results
के
in your
बाद
hands.
desserts, going out with friends or with family, watching a movie, etc. So, going out
Okay.
for a trek or
Adventure. Like
trek
you are like
adventure.
believing like go to free.
Yes, yes. Freedom,
Like
travel the
फिर
world.
like अगर तुम्हारी जगह मैं होता ना like तो मैं फिर बोलता like पटाखे फोड़ना डीजे नाइट्स बजाना
DJ
बाप
night, I would
बाप
prefer.
को अकेला हो इसलिए.
Yes, yes.
How was your family's reaction when you got ICT? Like your dream college you got, and how was your family's reaction to it?
They were jumping with joy because getting into the ICT was the second most preferable college was ICT. First was IT, and ICT, and then after that BITS. And getting
Mhm.
into it was the best part. Because after the CET result, it was quite fixed that I will get ICT very easily. And after the JEE result also. And the day after the rounds, all the rounds, the first round itself, I get ICT. And the best part was that my father helped me. It was the best emotion. He was very happy. And my mother was also very happy. My grandmother, family members, all were happy and all were happy because the hard work I could justify, justify happy.
So, let me ask. Okay. पहले हम 3 लोग रहते थे ठीक है एक रूम में फिर उसके बाद एक ने छोड़ दिया 2 महीने बाद हम दोनों रहने लगे फिर उसके बाद 2 लोगों ने और ज्वाइन किया सो हम चारों में से सबसे इरिटेटिंग वन कौन है तुम्हारे हिसाब से
Most irritating one, you all know that. I
like you
will
can
say
tell
the
the
name.
name.
I will say the nickname. So,
Okay.
apart from him, Varun.
Okay, so the third one never talked to you. Yeah, it seems like that.
Because you were in your own world,
Yeah.
said Pedro.
How was your routine from starting to the end of the day? At your peak day?
At the peak day, my routine was waking up early in the morning, 5 o'clock. Then 5 to 6, I will do revision. Then after that, 6 to 7, getting ready. 6 to 6:30, and 6:30 I will go to morning self study. Then 6:30 to 9:30, I will attend this online lecture on YouTube. 9:30 after 9:30 to 1, I will give that time to the lecture and all that. 1 to 1:30 lunch break. Then after the lunch break, 1:30, then I will give a mock test from 1:30 to 4:30. After 4:30 to 5:30, I will analyze it. And 5:30 to 6, again a small break, having coffee. And from 6 to 8, uh, revision of all the previous chapters and all the important chapters. 8 to 8:30, dinner time. After 8:30, I will do another mock test, or else I will do revision and or attend any lecture to solve previous year questions for 3 hours. And 11:30 to 11:30, I will get together.
So, what piece of advice would you give to aspirants who are currently for IIT or exam?
The most important advice is developing your basic concept because in 11th standard itself you have to develop your base very strong, and after developing your base it will be easier you cope up with the syllabus in your 12th standard, because if your 11th is weak, then you will have a lot of hard times in your 12th standard. And after getting into the 12th, we should do more and more mock tests, because doing more mock test helps you, said it early in this program, and solving all the previous year questions right from 2010 to latest 2023, and living and having a lot of breaks. Means you can't study for 2 years non-stop. You should have some breaks. You should have some family time, or watching movie will be a part of it. Movie, having good time with your friends, or playing some sport for 1 hour max. But so Sunday you can take off, because working for 6 days, you need a mental rest. Will be Sunday. And following the right books and right strategies from the first day itself. Because, like I said, that discovered, I realized that there were many good YouTube channels, and I get into my 12th. But if you are in your 11th, and if you realize that there are a lot of resources apart from your coaching institutes, then that will help you a lot throughout your 12th. These are the main advices that I'm giving.
So, as you mentioned, like you like chemistry. Uh, what do you think? Like reaching out, like studying from NCRT is good, or like watching the lectures, or studying from the institute notes, or like YouTube channel notes is good, or referring to a non-existing high-level book, referring like reference book. What's the good?
So for inorganic chemistry, NCRT is the best, and also for organic chemistry, I would say. And apart from that, solving more and more QIQs will help you and doing mock tests, because I personally didn't solve any reference books. For physical chemistry, it's a bus that Narendra was is good, and is good because some chapters I have solved from it. And for organic chemistry, MS1 is good, because if you are preparing for GA Advance, then only you should refer these two books, Narendra Awate and MS1, because they have very high level concepts in it. And if you are willing to do only JEE mains, CVT, then I would say insight is enough. Because it's more than enough. Because NTH's whole syllabus is based on insight only.
तुमने देखा होगा कि नर्डियस्ट स्टूडेंट्स हमारे आते थे ब्लैक बुक पिंक बुक लेके ऐसे टीचर के जाके कुछ सॉल्व करते थे उसमें खुद भी अपना मुंह डाल के लाइक हैव यू डन दिस इन द क्लासेस?
No, no, not at all. Because for me, it's just waste of time. Because you have only 2 years. If you are doing that, all those things from 8th standard, 7th standard, 9th standard itself, then it's okay. But in 11th and 12th, you should do only what is right. And and from what you're doing, you should get the maximum output from it. If you are solving all those black book, pink book, Euro, etc. for physics, those are not realistic. Means from Euro uh, or JEE means there's probability is less that any question will come from it. In advance, one or two question may come, but it's not just not proof is all this proof. It just wastes your times and sometimes it demotivates you because if you are solving a question, you can't get the answer and you start to doubt yourself uh, that am I able to crack the advanced exam, crack the JEE exam? Don't doubt yourself. Be away from all those books. And if you want to develop concepts, you have time, then yes, you should go for it.
Beyond academics, how do you think preparing for IIT shaped your personal growth and development?
So beyond academic, so it shaped me as a better personality and also having more and more higher goals to set higher goals in our life because at the start of 11th standard for setting the goal of IIT, studying for or uh, giving your best, studying for 14, 15 hours is not easy. And persistence, to develop persistence because doing the same work repeatedly for 2 years is never the same or never the easy. So I would say self confidence and self belief. I have developed a lot, and now I have confidence that anything I set in my life, the goal I have set, I would definitely achieve it, and it will be easier for me because the most hard times were these 2 years. And after this, yes, there are a lot of hard times ahead also, but now I'm quite confident that I can do anything that I want because after the 10th standard, I was not having that kind of confidence, but now I have developed it. Yes, so these are the most two important things.
तो 2 साल में हमने 2 मैच भर लिए राइट आने
Mm.
वाली. So which one did you prefer? Like I wanted to ask you, which one did you like?
Obviously, the second one was far more better than first one. The first one का भी आना चाहिए था. लेकिन second वाले में अच्छा मुझे बहुत अच्छा था. वैरायटी थी. फर्स्ट वाले में सिर्फ वरण, वही गीला पानी, येलो वाटर.
So the yellow thing still I didn't take it from that day. No,
I have developed allergy from it. Now, whenever I see gobi and वरण,
इतना गंदा लगता था.
हाँ, दिमाग ही
Yeah.
फिर जाता है. खाना ही नहीं खाता. And the biggest sacrifice I would say I have made in these 2 years is the food. The worst food I
So
can eat, biggest sacrifice I have made is the food, not being in my home.
in the first mess, our savior was the omelette.
Yes, daily. Omelets, lunch and break. We are having only omelets. Omelette
Yeah.
and curd.
At the last we changed, right? The first mess. Like we changed at the ending of our like second year academics.
Yes, yes. I regret that because we
We
have
should
to
change it
change.
first only.
Personally, we have to change it. Let it be. At least we give during our exam times we ate.
Good. Actually, the warm food we ate.
Yes, yes.
गरम खाना अच्छा लगता था वो वाला.
Um,
काम जाते थे दोपहर को 3 बजे उधर चल चल के.
it was quite
Okay.
feasible also. The सामने ही था.
हाँ, तुम्हारा स्वीट टूथ क्या है? लाइक व्हाट crave you more in the sweet?
Naturals. That's
For
the
when? For when?
yes.
In
I
time
was
when?
dying. I was dying to eat naturals every day because I was eating naturals a lot because now in Mumbai I'm eating naturals every day because front of my college there's naturals.
Yeah,
So that's the most craving thing. Two times a day I can eat the naturals. If you don't give me lunch or dinner, it's okay. If you
yeah.
give me naturals, then I will take it.
कि भाई हमसे इतना नहीं, इतना ठंडा नहीं खाया जा सकता है एवरी डे नो. हमें गुलाब जामुन दो, रसमलाई दो, वो बेस्ट है.
Mm.
So here's the ending of the episode first. So hope you liked it. So then please like, share, subscribe, बोलने को बोल दो.
Yes, yes, yes.
Till
Yes,
then,
thanks a
thank you.
lot. It is lovely talking with you, Par, and thank you for the podcast. I enjoyed a lot, and I have confidence enough that it will help all the aspirants, which are aspirants of JE and all that. So, thank you. Thank you.
Bye.